I'm a Dr. Butler, soon to be associate professor of theology and Black post-human artificial intelligence systems. I'm also the director of the AI Institute here at Iliff. The things that you give your life to, right, they owe you an answer, so to speak. And so part of my pedagogical choices stem from placing people squarely in front of the very things that I maybe have historically not been allowed to question. It's experiential, and so just being able to put people in places of confusion on purpose, and then helping to walk alongside them as they move towards clarity. I think one of my favorite classes to teach is my class on Black post-humanism, and I think that's particularly important in our own reality. Everybody thinks they're human. And I think one of the bases that we start from is that nobody's human. And so what does it mean to kind of walk further into that rabbit hole or walk backwards and reimagine the tapestry of your own existence if you're not human anymore? And the second one I'll talk about is my intro to IFS, right? So internal family systems therapy. We're looking at what it means, right, to see yourself as multiple and not just singular. And I think this is a pretty liberative space, because how many times have you been in situations when you find yourself maybe beating yourself up because you didn't live up to what your expectations of yourself were? And so this gives people the space to maybe sit with their own personal multiplicity to get a better sense of why they felt like they needed to protect themselves by behaving differently, and getting to know those different versions of themselves as it means to bridge the gap between who they think they are and, you know, some of the actualities of who they have been, are at the moment, and who they will become. And then the last one I'll talk about, right, is our AI track that we're building right now. So the curriculum is geared to help people become, at the very least, like baseline programmers, or at least know what it means to engage with code on that level. And then from there, conceptually deconstruct the social technical aspects of it. And so you can either, build projects off of your new knowledge, or you can look at this from a more theoretical stance, right? And then begin to kind of deconstruct and unpack and get a clear sense of what's happening underneath the hood. And I think in a way that it prepares people to re-enter the workforce. Our motto is, right, another world is possible, if you're familiar with Vincent Hardin at all. And so if that's the case, then I think that starts with a particular kind of forming or shaping of consciousness, right, that comes from the classes or the way that we teach, that would then lead people or give people the opportunity to re-enter the world different, and as a result, produce new things. But I think in a real way, if you actually want to make the world a better place and a different place, then I think you need to come here and come study with me. But if you want to be somebody who is equipped with how to actually shift not only paradigms but industries, then I think that this will be the place you want to come hang out.